Good evening. Ira Epstein with your SPDR ETF wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Tuesday, the 24th of May, 2022. So as we looked at the markets, last night I said, big ups on a Monday often lead in stock indices to a break on a Tuesday, or certainly an attempt at it. It's exactly what occurred. Now, late in the day, it was nice because the DIA came back up after being down very hard. The other indices didn't, and maybe, just maybe, we're getting to the point where this market has had 7 weeks of a decline where it wants to get its shoes underneath it, its feet back, and say, okay, maybe it's time to get a bit of a correction to all that. I can understand that. So if you were to ask me, could that happen at any point now? Absolutely. Am I as bearish as I was 3 days ago? I'm not. Is there a reason why? Simply because the market's acting a bit like the brakes don't want to stay and accelerate. They want to go down, and then they start snapping back at you, as we saw in the Dow. Now in Zoom, they had great numbers, and the market was up today 5%. Now, you don't want to talk to the people that own Snap. That was down 42%, the biggest break in that company's history. You do realize you lost half your investment practically in one day. I mean, it's insane what goes on. We saw pretty good numbers out of Best Buy. At least I thought they were okay. I didn't hear anything on Macy's or Ralph Lauren or some of the other companies that are there. Costco, I'm waiting to hear. I don't think there was anything out on that. When we keep looking, you've got the pattern of higher lows, higher highs, bullish. The battlegrounds, the 18-day average. How often do you, if you're a regular viewer, see me come in and I say, you have what's called a line in the sand. When a market is down, under that, it often comes up to it fights a battle. Then if it can start clearing that number, it gets bullish. Going home, this has a bullish tinge. Why? You have higher highs, higher lows. The 93, 92 is the 18-day average, and you closed over that. So I think going home for the first time, the pros bought this stock with stops right under this low. Are they looking for the 100-day average, or maybe better yet, the Bollinger Band? And I think that is the target. I'm not saying it's going there. That's a 10% rally. So it could be a window envelope, and I don't show you all the window envelopes on this chart. I do them for my subscribers in the morning. So I want to just leave this well to be that you've opened up the door for the market. If it wants to add 107.80, you can get a bounce in the market. That's going to be the good news. Momentum up. Trend up, bias up since you're over the 18-day average. Swing line up. Resistance 107.80. You don't want to get back under 95.57. AMC continues to do terrible. Does this mean that Maverick, Top Gun, is going to be a bad review? I don't know. I think tonight are the first sneak reviews around America. And I'm hoping it's a good movie. It was 2 years ago, so maybe the plane's out of date. I don't know. But it's coming back down here. I don't see anything friendly on this. I wish I could say it. I was friendlier a week ago than I am now. Apple continues to lose ground, but it is oversold. Oversold doesn't attract new selling. Get away from oversold, you attract new selling. You'll have an idea the market wants to give you something of a relief rally in front of Memorial Day by getting itself up and over 143.26. I don't think you attract new selling in an oversold market. Same in Disney. You're coming down. You could challenge the lower band again. And I'm surprised Disney has shown absolutely no oomph as these kids can't wait to get to Disneyland, and the schools and everything gets out very, very shortly. In XLF, okay, we came up today and we're fighting our battle back in the financial services at that 18-day average. And I'm going to say it for the first time, and I haven't said this before. It's been a long time. Any close tomorrow over 34 and 24 is bullish. The pros who I think enter the market, especially a settlement over that, looking for wherever the upper Bollinger Band is as a potential target. In XLI, you end this decline if you can take out right here, 91.44. I think the bears will then say, okay, I've milked it for what I have to. I'm breaking the pattern of lower highs, lower lows, and I don't see new selling coming in from new groups when you're this oversold in the market. In the semiconductor, it's a miserable failure. I thought the market would do better right here. I remember telling you that hey, this is the first time we're getting a buy signal. It should not get back under that low. And what did it do? It immediately got under it and destroyed the pattern. So you're still not doing anything. You're feeling that pressure. Traders that bought there are still coming out. The market throws a secondary to the upside if it gets back over 172.23. But first, the bears get their day to sell short, and I think they will at 171.69, and I can see the stop being 172.34. In the home builders, as bad as the news is, when you get down to a lower Bollinger Band, I teach to come out of any shorts you might have. This market has been staying under this 18-day average. It got under this at the beginning of the month. It's just been terrible, and this is a new low on the whole move. So if you think new homes are doing good and the home builders have a shot, forget it. They don't. They're in trouble. In XLE, the energy sector, still bullish. There is no sign this is let up at all. You have higher lows, higher highs. I felt very good today when I wrote in my full research about how much oil is afloat that Russia owns looking for buyers, because they only have a few buyers. India and China are their big buyers, period. And as much oil as Russia has been producing, they have a real big problem in the sense of those two people, those countries, can dictate certain amount of terms. We're seeing that some of the big companies in Russia aren't producing as much oil as they could. Production is down maybe 800,000 barrels a day from where it could be. They don't have the buyers for the oil. It's a real problem. In GLD, you've got higher highs, higher lows, bullish for a while. Cross your finger, that'll keep going up. 175.89 first resistance point, then the upper Bollinger Band. I think that you're getting attractive buyers here. Why? Why suddenly? The US dollar fell. That headwind's out of the way. And that's going to probably stay that way for a while, since it's all now about the European Central Bank coming on board and getting into the fold of raising interest rates. GDX right into the resistance zone of the 18 and the 200-day average, trend up, but it's been a contra-trend rally as the market hasn't shown that it can stay over those numbers. In the copper market, still in the bull camp. Copper's frailty comes in that if there's any bad things that happen in the areas of Shanghai where people are gradually, I want to use that term very carefully, very gradually being allowed freedoms again to go out. Stores aren't all open, groceries are, but there's a plan they have, and it picks up a lot of momentum starting next week. You don't want to hear that there's new cases in the areas that aren't quarantined. That would be a setback for copper. In AGG, up and away to the upper side. Now, I told my traders that, I see the uptrend. I've decided not to play it because I want the Fed at my back. I feel more comfortable taking the sell signals in these markets than the buy in TLT, BND, and the like, simply because of the Fed. This is what I'm talking about in the dollar. You've ended this era of going all the way up. This is too big of a correction to say it's just noise. It's more than that. I think it's a shift in the market where the euro has come alive. We were just talking parity in the euro, and it's come back because they've made a major financial shift to upper interest rates, getting away from the zero rate, cutting the QE programs. Now, each morning, that I put out 40 charts, first in my futures video, not the ones you see here. This is where I cover all these markets, very specific. Buy here, sell there, do this. Then I back it up in the ETFs with 40 charts at 9 o'clock. I start recording that. You get a total picture of do this, do that. Helps you with your charts. I don't want to guide your trading. I want to guide your chart analysis. Oh, I'm thinking of buying Apple. I'm thinking of doing this. Oh, wait a minute. What's Ira think on that? Let's assume I'm not covering what you want. When you're a subscriber, you can write me, And I'll try to do the charts for you that you have a question on within reason and get them right out to you. Sometimes I do a 30-second or a 1-minute video, open the chart, send you the video. Tell me many people do that for you. I don't think so. I devote a certain amount of time each day to that. So how do you find out more? Go to our website under the word research. It's all there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good evening. See you tomorrow.